guys, welcome back to the channel. Matt here. I am back at the haunted Clayton Farm here in Cedar County. Now, a lot of you guys remember this place from back early in the day when I first started Humansville Paranormal Society on Facebook. I used to come down here and get some good pictures, and I did some EVP for you guys before we even had YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, do you guys know January marks my 5th year? I've got over 260 some videos, and I just love doing this for you guys. Now, back to why I'm here. The Clayton Farm has always been a place where something's always going on here. We got the haunted pond, which is straight over there. I live just right up the road. I brought Sweetness with me. You guys can see her fluffiness right there. Now, Jim Clayton was the owner of the farm back in the day when I was younger. My family and I moved up here when I was 14. And Jim taught me a lot about the area, a lot of the history. Now, I did bring the SB7 spirit box with me. But for the first little bit, I am going to use the SB7 to kind of stir up some activity, because honestly, I feel like when you use a spirit box, it kind of helps give any spirit that's around the energy to maybe talk to you, maybe communicate. So all right, guys, here we go. Oh, why do I always do this? Here we go. All right, my name's Matt. You remember that probably. Jim, are you here? Sounded like it said it's Jim, but that didn't sound like that was his voice. You got Sweetness over there sniffing around for ghosts. Hey, girl. Jim or Jewel? Jewel's Jim's wife. Are you here? This is where the house was. It's a two-story house. In fact, let you guys in on this. When I first started Humansville Paranormal Society on Facebook, there was a two-story house that stood here, and I came down one day and actually got an EVP of what sounded like, if you just picture somebody sitting in their living room watching an old Western. That's what I captured. I posted to the group just to prove this place is haunted. Right here is the haunted pond down there. That was pretty interesting. That was over multiple suites. The fuck? All right, is there anybody here that likes to talk while I'm here? Let me know you're here. Say something, please. Would you like me to go to the shed? All right, now to let you guys know. Here, I don't know, it was probably a couple months ago. Me and Curtis came down here and we sat in here and actually did a spirit box session. I sat on that blue bucket. He sat right here and we did a Ouija board right here and got a lot of evidence. Let you guys see in here real quick. Let you guys see what's all in here. All right, now is there anybody inside this shed that'd like to talk? Because that one night you did talk quite a bit. Would you like to talk now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said yeah. All right, talk to me. What's your name? I don't care what you want to argue. That was over multiple suite. Whoa. The fuck? Something just moved right over here. Now back to what I was saying. Argue if you will. That's over multiple sweeps. Now each sweep is a ch sound you hear. Now if you hear one ch and it says something, all right, you could argue and stuff, and you're probably valid on that point because is over one sweep. Now, when you hear the ch 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 and you hear the same voice over multiple sweeps, that's what I'm looking for. That was the same voice over multiple sweeps that said, yeah. If anything, there's a good view here, guys. All right. I'm going to shut that off because honestly, in my opinion, I'm not an expert. I'm just a dude with a hobby. But whenever you give any spirits any chance to communicate, they're going to take it if they want to talk. That being said, I think by using the SB7 spirit box, I think I stirred up some activity. I don't know, hopefully. That being said, the rest of this video, I'm going to use my eyes, my ears, and I want you guys to listen too. If you hear anything, comment below. Give me a timestamp, okay? Look at all these walnuts. I always have my rubber boots on. Guys didn't notice that because honestly, you never know what you're going to get into if you get in mud. Plus, I have a farm, as you guys seen the goats in the beginning of the video. All right, now before I come in here, I did a necrophonic video here a few years ago. They got a lot of views. All right, my name's Matt. Is there anyone here that I'd like to communicate? I don't know why, but I just kind of got this weird vibe to get the SB7 out. So let's do that, guys. Is there someone in here with me? That glow you guys just saw at the bottom of your screen right here, that's just a reflection of my light. Sound like somebody that said yeah real faintly. All right, enough of that noise. We're going to shut that off. Is there anybody in here that'd like to communicate? What the fuck? It honestly just sounded like something ran. Oh shit, it was Sweetness. You little shit. Oh. Sweetness. You scared your daddy, you did. Ain't this cool though how these stones are stacked up? Oh shit, something just gave me the chills. Look. Damn. It's probably just from her freaking me out just now. Is there anybody in the shed that'd like to talk? Sweetness. So many walnuts on the ground. Look at that, guys. Hi, girl. Hi. That's Sweetness. She's been in the weeds. Girlie, look out. Here. Look out, my best. Oh, Sweetness, stop. Let you guys just look underneath here. All right, now, Jim, if you're here by chance, feel free to say something to me right now. Chances are I won't be able to hear you right now, but later on, when I edit this video, I will. Jim was a kind man. In fact, I bought my very first vehicle off Jim. It was a 1962 Ford pickup half-ton. The hood and around the front windshield was white, and the rest of the body was Ford green. And it's 3-speed on the column. It had like a 223, I think, 6-cylinder in it. Badass truck. You know, I only paid $500 for it, and it was always kept in that garage right over there. So it had hardly any like wear on the body. There's a path that runs right through there. Sweetness, she looks so ladylike. And he'd go out there and check his cows, and he'd drive the truck to town once a week for gas. Those stories really do exist. I had one of those stories happen to me. Now soon, right over here is the haunted pond. Soon I thought about actually doing a camping video for you guys. Going and staying overnight down there. Cook a meal, do a full investigation. All just me. Oh my gosh. The dangers that ghost hunting, huh? Alright, this is a shorter video. Just kind of wanted to come down. I got a new phone. I went and got the Google Pixel 9. And I was just kind of wanted to make a new video. Test out the camera, so let me know what you guys think. If you heard anything, let me know. If there's any spirits here that spoke to me, thank you. I appreciate you. If I didn't hear you right now, I'm sorry. Sweetness, what do you think? She looks like some weird skinwalker. Sweetness, you got so many on you, just like your dad. I'm gonna be out picking these off for a few minutes. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk back home. As always, much love. Let me know what you guys saw of this video. Comment. And yeah, I kind of thought about camping down here. That tin on the barn behind me. I thought about camping down here. Kind of probably off over there where I'm out of the way, or down there at the haunted pond. So let me know what you guys think. I wanted to add a little more camping to the channel, a little more spooky shit. So, all right, guys. As always, much love.